Alright, we're back. Continuing on.
So, tell me about what happened this week. For some backstory, I don't know if you guys know, but Mike works at, worked at Entertainment 720 until very recently.
Quote unquote.
And, I just kind of wanted to hear your going away experiences.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm taking it fairly well. I felt pretty bad leaving and stuff. Stressing, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. But then I had to come home because I got let go at about 1 o'clock and I was supposed to leave at 3. So I came home and I had about an hour to kind of chill until I had to go pick up Emily from the school. And I think I kind of settled. Like I was like, I wanted to leave anyway, and now there's this DC potential thing. And the first thing she said to me once, when I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And it's like, well, if we're gonna be here for like another month, you're going to work on the website, work on the show, and write, and then we're gonna go. Maybe do some freelance or side gigs if you can. Find anything in that time.
So what's this DC thing?
Emily flew up to DC this Wednesday for a interview at a school up there, and it's actually it was a pretty weird. She had to teach a class. She got 2 minutes to plan a lesson, and she had to teach for like 20 minutes.
Nice.
So, but she did that. She spent the day in DC. Like, she couldn't do a whole lot. She literally flew up there in the morning and flew back that night. But she walked around the whole National Mall, and she checked out all the kind of the monuments. She didn't really get to visit too much, but she saw everything. And then yesterday, same day I got fired, I went and picked her up. She called DC back because they had called her that day at school, and she got a job offer. So she hasn't officially said she's on yet, but we had already talked about it all around, and we had a cap of minimum salary she needs to do to be able to do it, to say yes, and she was happy with the school and during the interview and stuff, so they passed the cap, and now we're it's a serious consideration. We're looking for places to live and stuff like that, and seeing if there's any potential there, and it's interesting.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Are you fighting yourself?
I am fighting myself.
Why?
This is a doppelganger. This is a castle of mystery.
Oh yeah?
Castlevania.
So we just opened a vault to find ourselves.
I guess you could call it a vault. Kind of like a portal thing.
And immediately we started beating ourselves up.
And he has more skills than I do. And a longer sword.
I would want to talk... If I ever met a clone of myself, I'd want to talk to myself first. I wouldn't want to beat myself up first.
I don't think he gave me a choice.
I know, that's the upsetting part.
Oh, God.
Also, why do you have so many hearts if they're doing nothing for you?
I do. I'm using them.
Oh, are you?
The cross book, the book is the Bible. The hearts are for your sub-weapons.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, but that's a Castlevania mainstay. It's always been like that. And now I'm gonna get some more health. Yeah.
It's just, you fought yourself, but there's no reason for you to fight yourself. He was an aggressor, and you had to defend yourself, but there's no explanation of what just happened.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Cool. Okay. So anyway, well, that's exciting. So, what's fun about Entertainment 720 is that we're both very kind of intuitive thinkers.
Yes. We both have... I wouldn't say... We don't have any education necessarily, but I think we're both very well versed in sort of business and entrepreneurship and stuff like that.
It's just funny how,
So we've been very critical of the company as a whole.
And for all the companies I've worked at, and, to give some credit to what I'm saying, I've started multiple businesses. So, this isn't something that is just, me on the couch. But, what I haven't understood yet is I would love to work or join a team someday that actually actively wants to be wrong. So in other words, the assumption isn't that we're doing everything right and that this is the way to go.
Which is never the case.
Right. The assumption is we're clearly having blind spots. What are they? Let's be critical about them, instead of like the teams that we've both been on, which is everybody get excited. This is it. This is as good as it gets. And that has never worked for me. And I believe some personality types need that. They need the structure of just everything's going to be okay, trust us. But I was talking to Mike earlier about what would it be like if who I am now went back to like high school. And I just laughed because like I don't know, like as a functioning adult, I can be as anti-authoritarian as I want, but when you're part of a rigid structure, it's not nearly as easy. Like, I would be in trouble all the time.
Yeah. Which is why right now I think it's working. As far as I can tell, right now is working really well for you.
Oh, gosh, dude. Like, I was telling this to another friend recently. I was like, I am as Michael Berg as I've ever been. Yeah. Like, all of my good and bad traits are really, like, really amplified right now. Which is great, because, like, stupid stuff like technically it's not good for me to have an opposite schedule to the rest of the world,
right?
But it's working, and like it hasn't gotten me in trouble yet.
You still show up roughly on time to do the show.
That's right.
Keep canceling episodes and stuff. But that's both of us.
And
stuff
like,
comes up.
Once you've kind of tasted the life of being your own boss, it's really really difficult to go do anything else. And that's kind of where I've been at right now. So people ask me, they're like, how are you? Kind of expecting me to be like, oh yeah, you know, life is, you know, life touch and go. But it's not. Like, I'm this is as good as it gets.
Are you
like,
seeing what's happening right now?
You're a dog, but I don't know why. It's really... There's no explanations in this game.
I just picked up Soul of Wolf.
Did you?
That was the little... Oh, shit. That little orb thing I picked up off the elevator.
So you change back anytime you get hit?
Right now, yeah.
Well, dumb.
You get upgrades and stuff.
I'm sure. Anyway, so I've basically been working for myself for the last month, and that's more of a return to what I've done in the past. And it's great, because again, I have my entire schedule to do whatever I want.
Sleep when you want.
Sleep when I want. I work about 1 day a week right now. I'm not even making that up. So it's been a lot of fun.
To any normal person, me included, it's like, you're 25, that shouldn't be possible. But, I mean, I know it is.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it, but I know it's possible.
It's all about...
I know, you know, you're doing it.
It's all about just leverage. I've realized that... I was a web designer for 5 years at an agency, and I learned so much, and I owe so much to that agency because it really made me who I am. But then you realize that you drive 30 minutes to sit at a desk with a computer that you could otherwise have at your house.
Fucking at home.
And
oh my God.
Once you
I could have done my job from home.
Once you learn project management and sales, like there's some people who never do sales, but I love it. It's easy. It's easy to do soup to nuts the entire project. And you know, web design is still a high value field where,
which is surprising. We've talked about this before.
It's not going to be forever.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's dying because you have crazy products out there like Squarespace that can put a website together for you in 30 seconds.
I found a good niche though where companies need something just a little bit custom. And
they just need a manager.
Which means that you can't use Squarespace or anything. Squarespace is great. Literally great if you want a portfolio site with 5 images and 3 pages. That's great. But a lot of people, the reason the websites get expensive is because they have crazy requests. Like, can you access this database with 1,000 different companies in it and display it in a calculated field? It's like, yeah. Do you have the budget for that? Like,
of course not.
And so it's been good. But I was telling my dad this. Like, I have all this time, and I use that time not for like goofing off. Like I'm using that time for things like helping Mike hit the fitness goals that he has, and helping coach other people on how to get raises and how to get better jobs. Like that's my goal. My end goal is how do I make sure that I don't have to work ever again, so that I can focus entirely on helping people learn what they don't know. Like there's no way that Mike previously could sit down for 16 hours, learn everything he needs to know about a topic, and then put that to practice. But I can. So I can, basically condense 16 hours into an hour for him and be like, all right, here's the 5 things that if you do right now, these are the most valuable for you. And that's huge. Like, I want to give people that opportunity to know things that they just didn't know they didn't know.
That's partly one thing I'm really excited about being unemployed. It's awful because I don't have any sort of backup. Like, you can just make money somehow. But for at least the next month, I kind of have a free pass to get ready to move and stuff, which is going to take a lot of prep, especially since we have to do it so fast.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm going to have time to sit down and work on what I need to work on. And one thing is trying to figure out how this show's going to work.
Sure.
When we're, you know, that far away from each other.
But I do understand how it's going to work. I mean, it's relatively easy to do over the internet these days.
You think?
I know plenty.
I don't know how it's going to work the same way, though, because just based on, like, I mean, granted, we don't talk about the games we're playing as much as, like, some of our inspirations do. Like, I mean, I'm greatly inspired by Game Grumps, and we would not be able to do Game Grumps online.
Well, here's what I mean, is that, like, so our setup is fairly simple, where he's watching the TV and playing the game, but we also have a monitor on the laptop screen where we can just see everything that's going on right now. So,
yeah.
Literally, the only change that needs to happen is you turn on Skype, share your desktop, and suddenly I see the game. So I might have a 1 second lag on the game screen, but that shouldn't be an issue.
Do you think 1 second lag? Do you think 1 second's all it's going to be?
Well, what's the difference? It's, you know, what is it?
That's true.
Look at it now.
It's not too bad.
It's all of a second or two. But again, it's me reacting to the game might be a little slow, but you know, it's not like we're really doing that. Like if I wanted to talk about how you backslide a million times, I would have already said so.
I'm surprised you haven't. Oh, this guy's voice is... Well, we can't hear it, but... Won't go on rewarding.
Are you kidding me? What a turncoat.
Basically.
I just don't understand. What is the main point of Alucard trying to kill his dad? Why?
Emily, I was actually, yesterday I had about an hour to waste, and I was kind of bored, so I just threw this in and was playing it, because I was waiting for you to get here, and then we canceled.
Yeah.
But, we were talking about it, and, my memory says that, I believe Alucard's half human, half vampire.
Yeah.
And his mother, which comes in later because you fight a succubus that like throws you into this memory, and you see what happened. But his mother was like lynched by the townspeople.
Yeah.
So Dracula, you know, has a hatred for humans and stuff based on that. But his mother, what the? His mother didn't hold it against them. Like she understood the contempt, the contempt for the monster lover and stuff, you know. So she was really forgiving of it. Holy shit! What the fuck just happened?
You do wrong.
I don't think I've ever even seen that before.
Do wrong.
He like hit me with a little electric sword thing.
I like how the PlayStation really shines when it can render 3-dimensional books on an otherwise 2-dimensional game. Just great use of technology there.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm.
It's total sarcasm. I hate PlayStation.
Why?
I
What's
just
wrong with
don't
PlayStation?
like anything about it.
Fuck, I've
It's
died
like-
twice already.
It's like I really don't like Toyota cars. Just really don't. Really don't like them at all.
Cars.
Don't like what the brand stands for. Don't like how they position themselves. Don't like it.
I don't know anything about Toyota cars apparently. Fuck.
Same thing with
Okay,
PlayStation.
so if anyone's like read descriptions of the podcast, I am very clear that when I play these games, I'm playing them badly. I literally played this section of the game when I was just talking about how I threw this game in when I was just trying to waste some time the other day, yesterday, so just kind of whatever. It was on this section of the game. I loaded a game and this is where it was.
Yeah.
I played for about 2 hours, no problems. Like not even getting hit, nothing. Like I've died twice.
Why
already.
do you backslide so much instead of just walk forward like a normal person?
See, I knew it was gonna come up. I don't technically know if it's faster, but
it just feels faster and
it feels
cooler?
faster.
I got you.
It's like well, you don't play fucking Zelda. It's like the dodge roll in Zelda. And the Ocarina of Time. Whenever you're just running, you know, you're not on a specific thing, and you're just running to cover distance. You roll. You just fucking roll, because it feels faster.
Okay. I get that.
And I know it's not the fastest way because if you watch speedrunners, they don't do that. They actually spin around and they do the back jump, like the battle back jump.
Yeah.
They do that over and over again to run because it's the fastest way.
Okay, I understand that.
Or they glitch and they just fly
Sure.
through stuff. But yeah, I do that when I'm trying to just cover random distance. I usually do the backslide.
Well, I do understand that though. I had a friend come over at like 3 a.m. Cause my friends now know, like, if they're insomniacs, they usually
You're
just
there.
text me. They're like, "Hey, I know you're awake. Can I come over?" And I was in the middle of a raid, and my buddy comes over, and he's talking to me. I was like,
Destiny?
and I started doing like showy gameplay instead of tactical gameplay, which is really bad for a raid. I was like, "Oh yeah, look at this move, look at this gun, haha, look at this," and then I was dying like an idiot.
Your teammates were hating
Teammates hated me, and I realized I had to get back to the basics and just be like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything fancy anymore.
But notice sometimes I'll do some spells. That is one thing I like about this game. You don't have to like unlock spells,
Well, let me ask you this:
which is really cool.
you've been playing for an hour. How far?
Has
in,
that been an hour already?
How far into this game are you?
Shit. We can find out actually. I think.
Is this one where you can beat it in a sitting?
Not one of our sittings. You're not here long enough for us to be in one of our sittings.
But if you're good,
There should be a percentage, but I forgot how to find that. Maybe it's only on the save screen or something. This game actually has a 200% completion ratio.
are you kidding me?
Well, the reason is, I'm gonna spoil it for you.
Oh, please don't.
Oh no?
Of course, do it. Yes.
Obviously the game is the whole castle. You travel the whole castle, and
God,
that's
that
100%.
Terrible.
Right? It's not that bad. We're probably about 15 to 20%. Right?
Ah, that's good. I like that.
So 100% is the castle.
Yeah.
Once you get to the end, the boss of the game, the 100%, is Richter Belmont.
What the hell?
Why? Why?
Because
What?
you were him at the beginning.
Yeah. He disappeared with the castle, and now he's a villain.
Now he's a villain
He's possessed.
by Dracula?
Not by Dracula, but by one of Dracula's
Oh, of
fucking
course.
guys.
Why not?
Shaft is his name.
Yeah, he's just shafted.
Shaft.
So,
So he's possessed, and he's the boss of the castle. You end up fighting him more than once. Actually, you find out like I'm the master of this castle, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on?" Maria's here looking for him too, so you know it's story stuff. But if you play the game correctly, and you get everything you're supposed to get, there's these 2 rings you can get. You remember that room where we met Maria?
Yeah.
With the big clock.
Uh-huh.
There's these 2 statues on the top, and one of them will move if you freeze time, which I can do with a certain sub-weapon. The other one only moves if you have the gold ring and the silver ring, and you wear them both at the same time, and it's the right time on the clock, or whatever. And the other statue opens. You go through there. Am I thinking this right? Yes. You go through there, and then there's a new item you get called Holy Glasses, I think, or Holy whatever. Then you go fight Richter again. So you go fight Richter, and you wear these special glasses, and you see the thing that's possessing him if you're wearing the glasses, and you can attack it. So if you normally go and you fight Richter and you kill him, that's the end of the game, and you get like the bad ending. It's still satisfactory. You beat the castle and everything, and whatever. Richter gets killed, and that's sad, but he was the bad guy. If you get the glasses and you kill the thing that's possessing him, you save Richter. Maria gets him out of the castle, and Shaft says something or whatever, and there's a thing that you get to where it inverts the castle. So if you watch now when we play the game and you watch the rooftops, you'll notice that they're designed in a way that you can play the whole game upside down.
Oh, okay.
So the second 100% is the inverted
Oh,
castle.
God. Okay.
It's much faster though because you have a lot of equipment already, and
Yeah.
the whole point of the other castle is just to beat like 9 bosses and then it's over.
Gotcha. So, what is the girl doing this entire time that we're scaling the castle?
Theoretically, she's doing the same thing you are, but she's not actually accomplishing anything.
I don't understand that.
All right, so we just did all this shit again. That we
Again,
had to do.
that menu expressly exists to show off the PS2, PS1. Look, we can transform in 3D space.
Yeah. I think I was talking about why this game was special, and I think we jumped off that subject.
Yeah, it's probably after the 15th spellbook you destroyed.
I think it was way earlier than that.
Here comes Zappy
before
guy.
Fitness came
Don't
out.
die.
Yeah.
You told me there was like a million Castlevanias.
Yes.
If he kills you again...
I have 61 if you can't kill me.
Puts the book out just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, so there's a million Castlevanias. What
Is
about
this the definitive one? Like, if you're like, oh, you want to play a Castlevania game, play this game.
Yes. This is the one I would. Some people would probably say Castlevania 3 or Super Castlevania, something like that. I don't really like the older ones, personally. This was the first one I really played, and that's probably why I like it the best. But it's also the first one that is like this. Because all the other ones, like I said, they're stage-based. So there isn't really, like, a character continuity. You kind of just play the game and you get to the end and you beat it.
Yeah.
And they're really hard, too, because they're, like, Nintendo games, and Nintendo games are fucking hard. Like, old NES games. It's like the reason why I like Mega Man X way more than Mega Man.
Yeah.
Like, Mega Man's just too hard.
Yeah.
X is hard, but it's not the same kind of hard.
Yeah, it's not, I hate this game hard.
Yeah.
Which is what Mega Man is.
So... they were all stage-based and they were really hard. This one takes that idea and they play with it. Like, they give you that first level, which is like, here's the last stage of Rondo of Blood. And then they throw you into this big, open game world. And you have character levels and you have equipment. And it's awesome.
I respect that from a development standpoint. That sounds really cool, actually. I like the way they did that.
Yeah.
Which also reminded me that if we ever do a Mega Man X show,
Yes.
I'm playing.
Oh, definitely. I would definitely give you that to play.
Mega Man X 1, 2, 3, loved them. Never played anything after that, so...
X 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Dude, 6 is good. I like 6.
I really wanted to play 4. I wanted to play...
4 is good, too.
I wanted to play them all.
They're all fucking good. I love all of them, except for 7. 7's kind of weird.
Is 7 the one with Axel?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's not bad. I think it got a lot of hate because of the whole 3D thing. I don't think it's awful, but it is not as good as the 2D ones.
Yeah.
I wish they would do, like, Mega Man X 10 and do, like, a 2D one again or something.
So, Adrian and I met the guy who likes Mega Man the most, basically, is the way he described it.
Mega Man.
So he's not the creator of Mega Man, but he is basically the shepherd of the series now.
Wait, what?
He was at the Screwtack Gaming Convention last year.
Inafune?
Yes, Inafune.
You guys met Inafune?
Yeah, we hung out with him.
Holy shit.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
He's working on Mighty No. 9 right now, and it looks amazing.
I know. We literally had dinner with him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was really nice.
I wanted to go to that, but fucking I can't go to anything.
Sorry, man. Yeah, dude. Like, small side story. I mean, literally, like, he was the guest of honor at SGC, and like, Adrian and I have just always been very good friends with not only the owners, but I did the website.
Right, I know that.
Like, I've done their photography for the last 3 years, so we got to go hang out with Inafune. Yeah, dude. We got a signed copy of something for with his signature on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
That was probably right around the time he loved Mighty No. 9.
That's right
wasn't
around
it?
the time Mighty No. 9 got funded. I should enunciate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 9 got funded back then. And what was cool is that we really had a good time talking to his translator as well. He was a really cool guy. And he's like, listen, man, if you're ever in our neck of the woods, please come by. I was like, yes!
No shit.
We will be there. Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Why did I bring that up?
We were talking about Mega Man.
Yeah, oh, right. So, like...
We were talking about you needing to play games too, which I definitely agree with and have tried to think about, but it's hard enough for me to sit here and play games that I've played before and talk. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what could you play on console?
Sure.
I bet you could play Half-Life 2, no problem.
Probably, yeah.
But we'd have to, like, set up a computer, and it would be a whole different process, because they wouldn't be using the same capture device and stuff.
What I was gonna say was, unfortunately, with Mega Man, like, I don't know if I want more Mega Man.
No?
The ones that exist are so good. I always worry that it's gonna, like, break the series for me, and I'll explain why.
I don't know, man.
So, like, Mega Man 0, 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Best games on Game Boy Advance, in my opinion. Loved them. So much fun. Played them a million times. Mega Man 04.
Is that one 3DS or something? No, is it not Advance?
No, it was Advance.
04 was Advance?
04 was Advance. Mega Man Battle Network 1 through 4, amazing. 5 through 7.
There's 7 of those games? Holy shit!
And then Mega Man X, they did the same thing. They always take it 1 or 2 too far, where it's like X 1 through 6 is perfect. X 7,
But see, that's the thing. Like, when you say they take it too far and it ruins it, that doesn't exist for me.
Really?
There are people out there that are like, you know, oh, the prequels ruined Star Wars. And it's like, no, Star Wars is still there. Like, I can still go watch the originals. The prequels don't ruin anything.
Yeah.
And I think Mega Man, like, I still play X, and I love it. Whether, you know, I don't like Mega Man X5, well, I do, actually. I like all the Mega Man X's, I think.
I guess it would just feel contrived.
2 and 3, I almost feel like, are the ones that are weakest to me.
Really? Interesting.
I like X1 a lot. And then I like 4, and I like 6 after that.
Well, I guess what I mean is that, like, literally the entire reason for fighting is always the same. And you know that going in. But sometimes it's just like...
Oh, shit.
Mega Man's character development, for example, is... He literally is a pacifist. Mega Man X. He does not want to fight anymore.
Which plays way more into the later games.
But there's only so many times you can be like, I'm a pacifist, but I'll fight one more time. Until you lose credibility. Same thing with Mega Man 0. Mega Man 0 is literally like... I'm literally tired of fighting. I've been doing this for about 100 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I guess I'll go do it again. You know, like, I just don't know if these characters can grow anymore.
That's true. And I think that was the point of bringing in Axel, but then nobody liked Axel.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't around for that.
Yeah.
My thought is they made Mega Man ZX, which is basically humans and Reploids are now one. There's no difference.
And I didn't get to play that one.
But you can still be Maverick.
I like the idea because it was like...
You got armors and stuff
X
like
and
that.
Z, or X and 0.
It never captured me. Because,
Yeah.
like, it was all post-modern, really. It was like, okay, X and 0 are dead, effectively. Now, everyone that you like about the series is gone. You know? But, you know, Mega Man 04 ends with 0 supposedly dead, but I got to hear through his translator, Inafune was like, 0 can never die. And I was like, hell yeah!
No, I can't die because that's what everyone wants.
But I love that, like, it's still there. If Capcom ever gets their head up out of their asses, like...
They won't, though. I think...
I know.
We just talked about Konami. I think Capcom's the other one that's just in the same boat.
Sure. But he basically has a 0 character in Mighty No. 9. So like,
oh, sure. I'm sure every character that he created from Mega Man is in that game.
During his panel, somebody asked him, they're like, if we wanted to, could we believe that Mighty No. 9 is just one big middle finger up to Capcom? And Inafune laughed. He's like, if you wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Alright, get to a save point.
Get to a save point?
Yeah, because your health is so low.
Oh, yeah. That's why I keep trying to soul steal and like get some health from people. But
there's like a million different save points everywhere else, and all of a sudden there's none.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for me tonight.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, I'm tired. Felt me running out of gas earlier.
Do we need to start talking about gym?
I'm gonna go sleep for 4 hours, and then I'm gonna wake up again.
Alright, well, let's find a save point. This isn't the kind of game where we can just cut off.
Oh, I think you just cut off. You just got Shiitake on. Shiitake and Toad School. Of course, we can't end an episode with me actually saying I'm tired.
Oh, look, I found a save point.
Ta-da!
We can end. Legitimately. Without just petering off, which we kind of did anyway. We gotta stop doing these half-an-hour long episodes. We gotta try and cut it back down to like 20 minutes.
You deal with that. I'm just talking.
I'm gonna deal with it, but I don't know, man. Structure. I gotta stop. I keep moving. Okay. See ya.
Yep. What time is it? 10 o'clock? Yeah, feels right.
Two episodes. That's cool.